Hello and welcome to English 11 by the English teachers from Quốc học Huế High School. Xin chào mừng các em đến với chương trình tiếng Anh lớp 11 được thực hiện bởi các thầy cô trường Trung học phổ thông Quốc học Huế. So today we will study Unit 7, Further Education and Practice Reading Skill. Further education is a popular topic and necessary for students, especially high school students after leaving school. So hopefully today you will pay much attention to this lesson. Before we start, let's warm up by answering some following questions. Now, I want you to answer the following questions. I have two questions for you. 1. What can students do after leaving upper secondary school? 2. Should students take a gap year after upper secondary school graduation? So, please pay attention to the phrase upper secondary school. It means high school in Vietnam. Now, pause the lesson in 1 minute to think about your answer. Have you finished? Let's answer the questions. 1. What can students do after leaving upper secondary school? They can immediately enter university, college, or vocational education. Move to the second question. Should students take a gap year after upper secondary school graduation? Some students may say, in Vietnam, students often go straight to university or college after school. In some foreign countries, students prefer to take a gap year so that they can do voluntary work, internship, and travel. Như vậy, trong khi cả học sinh Việt Nam thường có xu hướng thi và học thẳng lên đại học, thì ở nước ngoài, các học sinh có thể lựa chọn gap year, tức là một năm nghỉ sau khi tốt nghiệp cấp 3 và trước khi vào đại học để làm một số công việc như là tình nguyện hay là đi du lịch. Như vậy, bài học của chúng ta hôm nay sẽ xoay quanh một bài đọc hiểu với chủ đề sự chuẩn bị cho việc học tại đại học và sau đại học ở Anh Quốc. So, our topic today is about preparation for higher education in the UK with reading skill. Are you ready to go with me? Let's start. Firstly, I'd like to provide you with some new words that you may need to understand the text while you are reading. The word number 1, qualification. Qualification means an official record showing that you have finished a training course or have the necessary skills. So you can guess what does it mean in Vietnamese? It means bằng cấp. Let's have a look at an example. He left school with high academic qualifications. Next, pursue. Pursue means to follow something, usually to try to catch it. It means theo đuổi in Vietnamese. For example, she wishes to pursue a medical career. The word mandatory or mandatory, it means compulsory or something must be done or is demanded by law. In Vietnamese, it means bắt buộc. For example, it is mandatory or it is mandatory for black bands to take on donated blood for the virus. Câu này có nghĩa là những ngân hàng máu bắt buộc phải kiểm tra máu của tất cả những người hiến để loại trừ virus. Respectively. Respectively means in the same orders as the people or things already mentioned. Từ này có nghĩa là theo thứ tự lần lượt các em nhé. Example, Julie and Mark, aged 17 and 19 respectively. Vậy theo thứ tự này thì Julie 17 tuổi, còn Mark 19 tuổi. Và từ thứ 5, appreciate. Appreciate is to recognize the good qualities of somebody or something. It means công nhận hoặc đánh giá cao cái gì đó. For example, his talents are fully appreciated in that company. Attention please. In this lesson, I want to make sure that you can distinguish the meanings of the following word. Higher education, further education, tertiary education, vocational education. The first word, higher education, refer to degree courses at universities such as bachelor degrees, master degrees, and doctorate. Higher education là cấp học bậc đại học và sau đại học. Cấp các bằng như bằng cử nhân, bachelor degree, bằng thạc sĩ, master degree hay bằng tiến sĩ, doctorate. Từ thứ hai, further education. Education that is provided for people after leaving school but not at a university. Further education là hình thức giáo dục dành cho người đã tốt nghiệp cấp 3, đặc biệt là dành cho những người muốn phát triển nghề nghiệp. The third word, tertiary education, education at college or university level, là từ để nói về bậc đại học hoặc cao đẳng, university or college. Từ thứ tư, vocational education or vocational training, education that give people the skills and knowledge that need to perform a particular job in the future. Vocational education là khóa học đào tạo nghề, chuẩn bị cho học sinh kỹ năng và kiến thức cho công việc, ngành nghề cụ thể. Vậy, bây giờ các em đã phân biệt được những từ này rồi chứ? Now, is it clear for you? Hopefully, you can understand better these words. Now, let's move on the next part. I'm going to check your vocabulary. In this lesson, I want you to match the words with their meaning. You should pause the lesson in 2 minutes to complete the task. Have you finished? Let's go with me. We have 5 words here. 1. Pursue. 2. Appreciate. 3. Respectively. 4. Mandatory. 5. Qualification. So number 1, pursue. Match with C. To follow something and try to achieve it. 2. Appreciate. B. To appreciate, to recognize. 3. D. Respectively, in the order mentioned. 4. A. Mandatories mean compulsory, required by rules and regulation. 5. Qualification. E. Qualification is an official record showing that you have finished a training course. Good job! Các em đã làm rất tốt rồi đấy. Now, open your book on page 19. We go to the main section of our lesson today, reading comprehension. Okay, we are going to deal with task 1. Quickly read the text on page 19. Choose the best heading for it. Here we have 3 options. A. Comparing the A-level and IB diploma program. B. Preparing for higher education in the United Kingdom. C. IELTS and further education in the United Kingdom. This exercise will help you practice skimming skill in reading comprehension. Skimming means you read quickly and look for the main idea. You should pay attention to the first or the last paragraph of the text. Now, let's have a look at the first paragraph. Do you see the phrase, in the United Kingdom, UK, in order to prepare for higher education at university or college, students need to consider academic qualifications. So, this is the top sentence of the text. So, option B mentions this main idea. So, B is the correct answer, the best heading for the text. So, B is a correct answer. Alright, this is the second task for you. Read the text again. Decide if the following statements are true, false, or not given. In this exercise, you will practice scanning skill. Scanning skills is to read and find out the details or specific information to answer the questions. With scanning skill, what you want to do is to remember keywords. Now, you with me, let's do the first statement. This is an example I do for you. Number 1. In the UK, there are many opportunities for students to pursue vocational education. Firstly, you need to find out and underline keywords in the sentence. Keywords are the UK, many opportunities, students, vocational education. Based on these words, you can find the paragraph like this. In the UK, there are many opportunities for students who wish to continue their education after finishing secondary school. Not only British students, but all students from all over the world have been pursuing UK higher education qualification. In this paragraph, the writer doesn't mention vocational education, so statement number 1 must be not given. Do you understand? Now it's your turn. Pause the video in 4 to 5 minutes to complete the task. Move to the second statement. Only British students are allowed to pursue higher education in the UK. Similarly, we have keywords only British students pursue higher education. Here, you should pay attention to the word only. Ở đây, các em nên chú ý đến từ only. Đối với những câu có các từ mang nghĩa tuyệt đối như only, khả năng false là rất cao. Nhưng chúng ta vẫn nên kiểm tra lại suy đoán của mình bằng cách tìm ra đoạn văn có chứa những keywords trên. So, based on the keywords mentioned above, do you see the paragraph like this? In the UK, there are many opportunities for students who wish to continue their education after finishing secondary school. Not only British students, but also students from all over the world have been pursuing UK higher education qualifications. So, here, students from all over the world, not only British students. So, this statement must be false. Statement number 3. Mathematics and chemistry are compulsory subjects for the A-level qualification. Now, find the keywords first. They are mathematics, chemistry, compulsory, A-level. The most important word in this sentence is A-level because it can help you find the related paragraph quickly. We can look for the paragraph about A-level like this. The A-level is a worldwide secondary school leaving qualification. It requires students to select 3 or 4 subjects like mathematics, chemistry, biology, geography, history, and so on. Here, pay attention to the word or because it means not compulsory. So, the information in this statement is contrary to the passage. So, statement number 3 must be false. 4. After finishing their A-levels, students have to take part in IB diploma program. So, keywords first. Underline the word after finishing A-level IB diploma program. These words can be found in the passage, in the paragraph like this. An alternative to the A-level is the IB diploma program, which provides qualification in 6 or 7 subjects, among which mathematics, native language, and theory of knowledge are mandatory. Ở đoạn này có câu An alternative to the A-level is the IB diploma program. Câu này có nghĩa là để thay thế cho chứng chỉ A-level, học sinh có thể tham gia học IB Diploma Program, chương trình học lấy bằng tú tài, chứ không phải sau khi hoàn thành chứng chỉ A-level mới học bằng IB. Vậy, câu này là false. Statement number 5. Students whose mother tongue is not English have to take an English language test. What are the keywords here? Please underline student whose mother tongues not English. Take English language test. And the paragraph including these words is student whose first language is not English need to take an English language test like IELTS before applying to any higher education courses. Ở đây chúng ta thấy cụm từ student whose first language đã được paraphrase, đã được viết lại một cách khác nhưng có cùng ý nghĩa là student whose mother tongue. Vậy, thông tin trong câu này hoàn toàn trùng khớp với bài đọc hiểu. So, the information in this statement completely match with the information in the passage. So, statement number 5 must be true. Vừa rồi, các em đã hoàn thành xong bài tập đọc hiểu True, False, Not Given với hai phương pháp skimming for the main idea và scanning for details and specific information. Bây giờ, các em hãy đọc lại bài đọc hiểu một lần nữa và cùng cô hoàn thành bảng thông tin sau về các bằng cấp cần có khi học chương trình đại học và sau đại học ở Anh Quốc nhé. Read the text again and complete the chart below. Read the text again. Pause the video in 3 to 4 minutes to complete the chart below. Have you finished yet? And here is the answer. Number 1. We need an adjective. So, we can look for this information in the top sentence. So, number 1, we will write academic qualifications. Move to number 2. IB Diploma Program, an alternative to A-level. 3. The number of subjects for A-level. We write 3 or 4 subjects. A-level take place in 2 years. A-level program aimed at have students prepare for higher education. The information about A-level program can be found in the second paragraph in the text. Number 6. You should write the number of subjects students take in IB Diploma Program. It is 6 or 7, including math. Number 7, native language and theory of knowledge. IB Diploma Program aim to number 8, broaden student understanding of the interactions among school subjects. Như vậy, chúng ta đã hoàn thành xong các bài tập trong phần đọc hiểu. Bây giờ, chúng ta hãy qua phần ứng dụng luyện tập Post-reading. Open your book on page 19. Look at the table of the British state-run education system. Can you make a similar table for the education system of Vietnam? And here is the table you should fill in. It is not so difficult, right? And I believe you can do it. Now, with me, complete the table. In Vietnam education system, children from 3 to 5 years old will enter kindergarten. At the age of 6, children go to primary school and study here until they're 10 years old. Next, the lower secondary school is opened for the students who are from 11 to 14 years old. After that, they go up to upper secondary school or high school at the age of 15 to 17 years old. When finishing the upper secondary school, students have to take part in an examination named GCSE, General Certificate of Secondary Education. Vậy, sau khi đã điền đầy đủ thông tin vào bảng hệ thống giáo dục ở Việt Nam, bây giờ cô muốn các em hãy luyện tập kỹ năng nói speaking bằng cách so sánh về những điểm giống và khác nhau giữa hai hệ thống giáo dục Anh Quốc và Việt Nam. Look at these two tables. Make a comparison between Vietnamese and British education system. And this is also your homework. Và đây cũng chính là bài tập về nhà mà cô muốn gửi đến các em. Các em có thể thu âm bài nói của mình và gửi về cho giáo viên tiếng Anh phụ trách lớp để nhận được phản hồi nhé. Cảm ơn các em đã theo dõi. Hẹn gặp lại các em trong bài học tiếp theo. Goodbye and see you again. Thank you.